Welcome to Press Best, where we give you all these rumors, spoilers, leaks, and straight up news sometimes. So just fair warning, these are rumored spoilers, so they could be true. But also, on the other hand, just like the Doctor Strange video, they may not be true. We're going to be talking about Black Panther and Wakanda Forever. So basically, the movie will feature the war between Wakanda and Atlantis for the control of vibranium, which is pretty cool. I like that idea. The movie will begin with T'Challa's funeral. Shuri replaces him as the protector of Wakanda, while M'Baku leads Wakanda until a new ruler is chosen. So my kind of gripe there is T'Challa being dead already. Ain't that already disrespectful to the character and to Chad Boseman? I'm all in favor of being recast, and Chadwick, I believe, really would love to have another young African-American come in and take on that mantle, but instead they're just going to kill him off, so it's kind of weird. And forgive me for butchering some of these names, because some of these names are always hard for me to pronounce, or they're newer to me. So T'Challa and Nakia, who was Lupita Nyong'o, I believe, she played Maz Kanata in Star Wars. They have an 8-year-old son who's been training to assume his father's place in the future under the guidance of Ramonda, which Ramonda will be Angela Bassett. Hi, Auntie. It's kind of weird. So this would have to take place basically at least 8 years after Black Panther. It's kind of a bummer. There's nothing with Storm. I thought maybe they would have Storm and him have a child. So Nakia is a member of the Dora Milaje, who's in a relationship with the commander, Okoye, following Okoye's split with W'Kabi, and we saw that in the first movie. Where they definitely did not see eye to eye and were on two separate sides. So this is where the cool stuff comes in. Riri ends up being in there. She's she's a prodigy, basically, who attends MIT, and as part of a Wakanda outreach program, she's managed by Shuri. So we're going to see her get to work with Tech, and Shuri, who knows a lot about Tech. Riri also has her mentor is Dr. Graham, who's played by Lake Bell. Now, Lake Bell's been seen on the set. A lot of people thought she was going to be Black Widow, somehow replacement or whatever, just because on the What If series, she did the voice for Black Widow. Lake Bell's a really good actress, so I didn't doubt she would have some kind of part. But she's there working on a device, helping Riri to figure out how they can make this machine that can extract vibranium from the ocean, and basically it taps into Atlantis reserves. And that's kind of where we're going to get into Atlantis, because while they're trying to get the vibranium out of the water in the ocean, they're going to disturb basically the ancient Mayan underwater kingdom. And this is going to be a real big problem for people of Wakanda. So they need the vibranium really bad because of the ecological impact of celestial emergence upon the ocean. And this is when Namor is going to step in. He's going to be, of course, the ruler of Atlantis. Namora is going to be in it, the cousin of Namor, if you guys know that. And she's going to have like a rivalry with Okoye. Tuma will be in it. That he'll command the armies, and then Namor sends his men to destroy the device that Riri and Dr. Graham create and wants them both dead. So that's going to be a big thing where it's going to start this war with Atlantis. So I'm glad to see Namor in this. I'm glad, again, if these spoilers are real. Again, a lot of these rumors have been completely on the nose. Like I said a long time ago, and on the podcast, Spider-Man No Way From Home, I probably knew the whole story 8 months before it came out. I believe someone in Marvel's leaking these stories out, and they just like to do it, ruin it for other people. For me, I don't care. Knowing basically what's going on is not going to ruin the movie for me. It kind of prepares me for it, just like Iron Man 3. I learned about the Mandarin way beforehand, and it didn't ruin the movie for me when I watched it because I knew it was coming, and I actually enjoyed the movie a lot more. Hopefully, if you are listening to this, you actually wanted to learn a little bit of what is going to be going down. So basically, Shuri and Okoye rescue Riri after this big car chase through MIT campus and bring her to Wakanda. So it looks like that the reason why she's managed by Shuri is maybe because in the last movie, Shuri went to the inner city with Black Panther. So she may not be in Wakanda until now, where they're going to go there after they rescue her. And this is where, Lake Bell's character is as well. She develops her armor and becomes Ironheart during this time, so we're going to get that before her TV series, which we all kind of knew. Namor finds out about Wakanda and declares war in order to claim the vibranium that they believe is theirs. So here's where the crazy thing comes in, and it's near the end of the movie because we're going to have this huge war at the end. But we find out Dr. Graham secretly works for Dr. Doom, and basically Doom has been making both sides fight each other on purpose. Does that mean we'll see Dr. Doom? I don't know. I really don't know if we'll see him in the movie. They might play a Thanos and just see him at the end, but his name is supposed to be revealed, and he's going to be a big part of it. Then at the end of all of it, Shuri passes the mantle of Black Panther and the throne to M'Baku to protect the world in her own terms. Again, take it with a grain of salt. At the same time, I've seen so many of these posts from, I think, someone from Marvel that have been 100% correct. Now, a lot of this seems like it could be accurate. It really does make sense how they're doing it. I don't like the funeral for Black Panther. I don't know what they're going to say he died from. It just seems disrespectful more than recasting him. But a lot of this makes sense. The way it flows, the way introducing Riri. I understand it. I dig it. It makes sense. But again, it looks like it doesn't hold a candle next to Black Panther. I believe it's going to be a hard one. This is going to be a hard sell. People might come for the Black Panther type of movie that did really well, but at the same time, it's not going to, I think, follow the right footsteps as the last Black Panther. Especially, it's going to do a lot with the real world mixed with some of Wakanda, so it's going to go back and forth. Not to mention, we're going to be in the ocean a lot dealing with Namor. So with Namor and all his family we got going on, I think it's cool. We're going to have Atuma and all that, but I think it's going to be a hard sell for people that don't know Namor. Doctor Doom is pretty well known, and they need to use that to make it work, and I think that's going to be their big secret. And just like Spider-Man movie, we knew that all the Peters were going to be in it, but they kept it hush-hush, and it helped them a little bit, but fans are not dumb. So I think when it comes down to it, if this is true, they should use the idea of Doctor Doom already in the trailer. Just get people hyped up, a small glimpse. But I think they may do the whole Thanos thing with him, and he just shows up at the end. But this is a great idea. I just wish Black Panther was part of it. I mean, other than that, it could be a great movie, great story. But the main thing that a lot of these studios look for is, are they going to make money off it? And with fans, may not be familiar with some of the characters and also not want to see the movie get carried by a lot of second string characters. Without Black Panther, it's kind of weird. It's just one of those things that I'm not sure how well it's going to play out. But again, these are all spoilers and rumors. Again, take them with a grain of salt. But I will not lie to you. All the internet things I've come across have been 100% accurate when they do come out. But like I said before, the whole Spider-Man Homecoming, I knew the whole movie about 8 months ago, and it was 100% accurate. The only things that did change were the reshoots that they already did. I believe someone at Marvel is doing it, but who knows? So I think it's pretty accurate, and we will see if it's true or not. And if it spoiled it for you, I'm sorry, but you did click the link and knew the risk. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Make sure you guys check out the podcast and any of the other fun things we do. We'll be at it again. I'll have another breakdown, I think. What am I going to do? She-Hulk? She-Hulk, I got a lot of fun little points about that. And then we got some DC news coming up, but it's a little bit of a secret. So we'll get into that later. Again, thanks for dropping by and thanks for listening to me. And I'll see you guys next time.